What's up, guys? It is Sam here. I wanted to talk about two specific examples that I have experienced that I can remember. There's plenty of other ones where the complete and utter disregard for business and it just like literally, not even joking, literally just dumping money into the trash, and how that's just detrimental to the morale, as well as that doesn't play out very well in the long run. Literally doesn't play out very well in the long run, because you have somebody on the other side who's not just literally burning money for no fucking reason with no ROI on that. So the first two examples is I worked for a company that had about 650 locations, and during the holidays they would send out somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 12 poinsettias, right? So there's many issues that needed to be taken care of that actually had an impact on the employees and the customers and the business partners. But sending out 6 poinsettias to 650 locations, at some point, somebody actually made the decision that spending 20 grand, 10 grand, 60 grand, whatever it is, to find a supplier, probably a buddy, where they can get a kickback on it. And because that's by the way, that's on a side note, that's actually how a lot of business works, just so you're aware of it. And then spend the company's money on getting these delivered and actually paying for the poinsettias, right? Right. So we'll be conservative here, and we'll just say it's 30 grand, right? We'll say it's less than that. How about we say it's 10 grand, right? And there's numerous little things like that where you have people who worked in these locations could see the utter and complete lack of business common sense on something where there's no ROI other than, right? We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, right? There's a certain percentage of people, in my opinion, it'd be pretty low, but I don't have the data to back it up, right? But pretty low, where somebody actually values those, right? Somebody may actually value those and value that the company took the time and money to send these out to, actually let's just do a quick math on this to see, let's see if there's 6 times 650 locations times, say, $1.50 each, times, say, $5 per location, right? All right, so that's 650 times $5. Yeah, so even if you're just being super conservative, right, we'd say about 10 grand. There are some people who might value that, right? And because that they value, they believe that the company they work for is doing things that they give a fuck about. Maybe they exert a little bit better or more effort or more purposefully intentional actions towards making a better experience for customers and or providing more value to the company, right? But the people, in my opinion, maybe like myself, who are striving for more every single day, right? And you see things that are just a utter and complete waste of money versus something else where a process is completely broken or another issue that is impactful every single day is not taken care of, or problems sit around for days and weeks and months without actually getting any resolve. And this happens, and then you see money getting literally poured down the drain for things like this. And then companies wonder why people leave, why there's such a high turnover, why top performers go away very quickly. And so then another company that I worked for, this company you may appreciate is the U.S. government, as a contractor, and so you get a budget, right? And if you don't spend that budget within your fiscal year, then the budget goes down the next year, and then there's an incentive to spend the budget even if you don't need to, right? Because I'm not saying it's the immediate management, it's just excuse me, that's the system that's in play right there. Because if you don't spend the budget, then that's one of the things that's looked nicely upon, is that you run something that's got a $40 million or $100 million budget, and that looks as prestigious. So some of this money is not necessarily executed properly throughout the year, and in the last several months before the fiscal year ends, there is a gap, a positive gap, right? It's our tax dollars that haven't been spent. So what ends up happening sometimes is this money is poured down the drain on crap that is not needed at all. Where I was specifically observed TVs and other garbage that is not needed. There's no value. Warehouses filling up worth of paper supplies and pens and whiteout and fucking pencils and paper clips and reams upon reams upon reams of paper that just either goes obsolete, meaning that say the ink in the pen goes bad because it's been sitting there for 8 years, because this has been going on and on and on and on. Or purchasing, say, TVs when no TVs are needed. The ones in the office work fine that barely ever get used, but there's a new model out. Or things like this. And these type of things happen every single day. And I think that having the internet here is a tremendous, tremendous force that is going to push these companies to make decisions that actually have positive ROI. ROI is return on investment. Or even if it is positive ROI, right? You get a 3% return on your money here, but if I was running it, it would be a much higher return. And again, like, that's not everybody's objective. Most people play in a system where that's not important to them. It's somebody else's money or somebody else's problem, so they don't actually give a fuck, right? But the world that we live in today is going to, especially with the internet, rewards those who are making those decisions. So it's just a matter of time, whether that's, in the next several years or maybe 8 or 9, 10 years, where a lot of these legacy companies are going to go away or drastically shift how they operate. And I just wanted to put that on the record. I wanted to talk about that. It's almost like a rant, but it's just the sheer amount of money that's just literally dumped down the toilet is almost sitcom worthy of entertainment. And it is completely, utterly ridiculous from a business standpoint. And it just, I see this, I've seen this every single company that I've worked at, I believe. It's just on another realm. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. If you guys see this kind of same thing, say something. Stand up. Like, you get to provide that value, right? By putting things out like this, by you stepping up and saying something, right? There, and it doesn't mean you can call your boss a fucking retard, right? Or whatever the case is. It just means you can say things in a tactful way. You can bring things up in a conversation where both parties win. You don't have to be a douche about it, but that is what's going to help move people along so that these companies who are doing this don't get completely and utterly destroyed, because it's happening. Some of them will be able to squeeze enough profit out of their legacy business models that allow them to maybe move forwards, because that's what's going to happen. But there's also going to be a decent percentage of them, in my opinion, that are going to go out of business or completely restructure their business. And that's going to be interesting to play out. Very interesting. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you press that thumbs up button and subscribe. I want to hear what your thoughts are down below too. What kind of completely ridiculous shit do you see at your company? Let me know down below in the comments. Peace.